Hey everyone, it's Alex and Gio from Rad Tide.
Yo.
And we're here today just to go over the Sideshow Collectibles Spider-Man premium format, which has been customized into a negative zone Spider-Man. So keep watching and we'll let you know what we think and what we did and why we did it. So keep watching.
Yo. So, okay, this is actually going to be quite a difficult review to do because, as Alex was saying, this is the Spider-Man premium format. This is the regular. And Alex got this in and he and me were talking about, you know, I'm going to have it repainted. I'm going to customize it. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. What do you think? And he actually come up with the idea, or we both did, I can't really remember. But basically, this was Alex's piece. Yeah. And he got it in. And he put it on the floor like some sort of fucking retard, didn't care about it, left it fucking in the corner of his room for ages. I kept seeing it there. And then I offered him, I said, like, you know, run through my CGCs and pick out 6 you want and I'll give it to you.
What happened was, first of all, is one of our friends, he had this piece and it was missing the crane and
one of the fingers was broken. I think it's the pinky actually.
Several of the fingers were broken actually, and he was selling it. And he goes, "Oh look, it's broken. I'll sell it for £150, I think it was." And I was just like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, £150." I was like, "Yeah, take it." And I didn't even know at the time what I was going to do with it, but I just thought for that price, you know, it had to happen. So I bit his hand off to take out. And what happened then was I was like, "Okay, I'm going to get this." I looked at the hand, I actually glued the hand and it was fine. I spoke to a couple of people and I managed to get hold of the crane part, so that was fine. And then, George and I were speaking about it. We were like, what can we do? There's a few guys who've done a few great custom pieces. Andrew Ho has got a few where it looked fantastic. And then I thought to myself, negative zone is real good kind of contrast with the Spider-Man and the symbiote, which I have as well. So I decided to send this off to Ian Wilkinson. Ian Wilkinson then done the paint up, looked fantastic. It doesn't really translate on camera maybe, but this actually has like an iridescent pearl effect on there, so it's not just black and white. But anyway, we'll get on to that. So I did that, and then for some reason this one is taller than my premium format, my other version. So my actual Spider-Man. And I thought, okay, it's because of the pads, because of this. But no, I couldn't work it out. And it just didn't fit into the shelf I had assigned. Mm-hmm. So it was literally like the other one came up to about here or so.
Yeah.
And it was really bizarre. I don't know, maybe it's the angling of the crane or whatever.
Something is making...
Anyway, so it wouldn't go in my display. So it was on my floor. And then I was talking to Gio and I don't know, he somehow Jedi mind tricked me or guilted me into trading him. So I managed to get off him a handful of CGCs. I can't remember if there was any actual good ones in there, but I got them off him and I gave him this in exchange. He did actually offer me, I think, £600 for it and I turned it down somehow. I really think he was guilting me. I really think he was doing that. I really think he's a mindfuck.
On the bright side, this is my negative zone Spider-Man. It's fucking awesome. Like, one of a kind sort of job. I think a couple of people have painted theirs similar colours and stuff. I think there's 1 or 2 flying around. But yeah, I mean, now we'll start on the base. The tiger loaf, giraffe loaf bread, or whatever you want to call it, is now gone. It's a really good job with the smoke. I mean, if it would have been my concept and I was dealing with Ian, there would be yellow or red in here to signify some sort of explosion in the mouth. This is all just smoke coming out. Yeah. Doesn't look bad, but I would have probably put in a little bit of that. But I really love the green and orange negative zone for the bombs that are going on here. I love the crane colour with the rust. It's absolutely awesome.
The steel of the crane and the rust running through and is done really, really well. But one of my favourite parts that he actually did, I didn't even tell him to do it, was the black and yellow on the hazard areas of the crane. I think he did a fantastic job of that, and I'm really, really impressed with that. So yeah, the base actually has been highly improved. Yeah, the only thing is where the smoke is coming out of his mouth. You mean?
Yeah, they just probably had like some highlights of red or yellow or something in there just to show that sort of a chemical reaction has come to cause that smoke. But other than that, I really love the shading and the white. Yeah. I think it's fucking banging. I think you did a cracking job with that.
And then you kind of go into the figure. So with this, obviously is the black on there. You have it's the reverse of the rather than having the black running through the webbing, this actually has the white running through. And then you have the white of the body, which has like an iridescent
pearly sort of look,
sprayed over the top of it. So in the light, it will have like a purpley, pinky kind of hue to it, which is really cool. And I do really like that. I do regret trading this a little bit, to be honest. But
well, you bring it up quite a lot, so I'm guessing that you're not too happy about it, because usually you just sort of like,
yeah, I don't know what I was thinking that day.
But you see, do you know what happens? Let me tell you.
Did you take advantage of me when I just got like dumped or something? I was really low and.
How would that work?
I don't know.
Did I fuck you? What are you asking?
I don't know.
The thing is,
I was feeling insecure.
No, I think what happened. This is my theory, and this is probably what happened. Because it didn't get put on display, because it wasn't being appreciated the way it should be, and was left on the floor like an abused, neglected dog, you don't have any value in it. You don't think of it as being important because it's just sat there. If every time you walked in your room it was in your setup with your other stuff, you'd have never traded this with me. The fact that you kept leaving, you know what's funny? I didn't go in there and go, it's left out on the floor, I'll be quiet and I'll wait. No, I said, get off the fucking floor and put that in your display. I said, there's a wicked piece, get it in your display. Yeah, I'll get around to it. Yeah, I'll get onto it. Yeah, next time. Weeks go by and I'm like, look, do you want that Spider-Man? I'll have that off you if you ain't gonna use it. And then it was, yeah, all right. I'll give you 600 quid. Oh, nah, it didn't cost me that much. Give me some CGCs. All right, what stuff do you want? Here's all of the stuff I've got. You've got a couple of good ones, though. You've got a couple of expensive ones.
Honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah, you've got a couple of good ones. You've got a couple of good ones that I didn't want to give up. But it's, regardless, it was definitely a deal that was bare for me.
I think they're all like variants, which don't always hold value. I don't know.
Some are like, I think Immortal Hulk #1s. You've got a couple of those, which are a couple £100 now. Even the variants, they're at least a couple £100 each. But yeah, so I got that. Really like the work that's gone on into it. I mean, a couple of things maybe I'd have changed if it was my personal project, but not enough that I would even consider sending it anywhere or doing anything with it. I think it's a really fantastic job. It really is a striking piece in your collection because there's an overwhelming use of green and blue and red in collections. They're just the three colours that are fucking everywhere in abundance. Yeah, it's just like very much like that. So having something that's sort of black and white is really, really pretty cool. You know, as my one sort of, selling anti-venom. I don't really like the statue, but the fact it was like a white statue, Budget man. It does help. Thanks, Ness.
Yeah,
it does really help in that regard. Now I got a custom head made from Alvaro Stuardo for this piece, but I've just taken it out of the thing and I've noticed that I've got some seepage where paint. It doesn't look like this has been primed. This is definitely not sealed because the paint has literally rubbed off the bubble wrap that it was in. So I'm going to have to send this off now to be repainted and touched up because you can see there, it's not ideal. So I'm going to have a chat with him about that because that shouldn't happen. I've got loads of factory heads all in sort of bubble wrapped and wrapped up and away, and I've never had a problem. So this is the first one. I can just show you for now, it just adds a little something, I think. I mean, there's a little bit of, why is he head battle damage and the body's not? But there you go. You can have a little look at that and see. I mean, it doesn't, the damage that's occurred recently now with the paint rubbing off it doesn't affect it now on display because it's sort of round the back there and hidden by his shoulder blade that's up around his hand, up his arm and around the back where you can't see it, but it will bother me, so I need to send that off to be repainted. So let's just hope he primes the Old Man Logan heads, otherwise we're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a chat with him about that because something is very wrong there. I've literally pulled it out and there was a big black splodge in my thing. I was like, what's happened? And then it's just literally rubbed straight off. So yeah, I need to have a chat with him about that.
Yeah, I mean, I like the head and I do think it does add, but I personally do think that there I have that issue where it's like, unless you're going to add some damage onto the body, it just doesn't really make sense.
Whoever he was fighting, they were targeting his head.
Yeah, yeah. So
he was headhunting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think with this head, I mean, the only thing that I really do is, you know, I like the skin breakup and I like the eye up and almost aiming, but it has a lack of emotion in it. It's my only critique of it.
Very like nonchalant.
It is kind of like a lack of, like, you can say he's concentrating and aiming, but there is a lack of emotion in it. But it does add, it definitely adds to the statue. And that's always a good thing when you can add something that changes your display ever so slightly. I actually do prefer the normal masked head, but I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not actually, I mean, I've got the exclusive of the premium format. I'm not even a fan of where, you know, the web comes out.
No.
I don't like it ever. It's an interesting exclusive part, but I think it's better to show it kind of just about to happen. I don't think it needs to be shown. I don't think it really adds to it personally.
Squinty eye shit and all, isn't it? The squinty eye is horrible.
Yeah.
I really like the bigger eye, both eyes.
I would like it if they did, you know, if they were going to do heads like that, then yeah, just change the eyes. Do like the big McFarlane eyes.
Or the little Delotto eyes.
Yeah, little Delotto eyes. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
changes it quite rapidly, doesn't it? It's quite a big change.
It would, and I think that, you know, that's better than just doing, you know,
squinty eye. Yeah, not great, is it?
Okay. I mean, this is just to show this custom paint and go through it, and George just wanted to
kick you in the
bring it
nuts
back up again, and you know,
I'm so happy with this deal.
Yeah, bring back my pain and anger.
Sometimes, you know what? Why I'm so happy is because usually he does better than me. So it's nice to win once. You know? So, delighted with this. Wicked piece. Really happy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Sorry about that, dude.
I don't actually know where... I did actually try to look up where... When I was doing research about this, I was trying to look up where the negative zone suit happens.
Yeah.
And there's not much. I couldn't find much about it.
I wanted the first appearance of the negative suit. I was looking for in comics, like first show of the negative suit, but I don't know where it is.
I think it was a game, or it was either a game or an animation.
Okay. So like a skin.
Where it was shown, yeah. And then I think it is in a comic. Like a Spider-Verse or something comic, but I can't remember. When I looked into it, I couldn't find much. I couldn't find much. And then also there was on like Marvel Wiki or one of those, there was actually a first appearance, and when I'd read into it, it weren't. So the actual first appearance listed wasn't right. But yeah, no. All jokes aside, I mean, I'm glad that with the piece, I'm glad that he's kind of stayed
with us.
With George. I mean, that's one of the things that, you know, we both collect.
So I want him to take the Mad X Sabertooth, really.
You know, we can kind of still get some kind of enjoyment out of still seeing the piece, even if there is some pain attached to it.
Do you know what I've noticed as well? It doesn't look to me like this crane goes all the way in as much as your other one. Can you see that seam there? Can you see this line here? Can you see that?
Yeah, here as well.
Yeah, can you see it?
We'll have a look after.
No. That's all the way in. That don't go no more in.
No, I'm talking about this. Look, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh yeah. But I don't.
Anyway, we'll look after.
I think that's why it's high.
Yeah.
I think there's something in here that it's
Maybe.
not as much as it should be.
All right. So what we do then is we'll finish off there. Like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell. Follow us on Instagram, Rad_Titan. Look us up on Facebook, Rad Titan. And you'll see me, you'll see the groups. You won't see you because I don't think you even put it on there.
What?
If you type in Rad Titans, you come up.
No idea.
If I type in Rad Titan, it comes up with me.
No idea.
Okay, well anyway. So,
I'm Robin anyway, aren't I? Batman.
Yeah, you're Robin.
Holy shit, King Batman.
holy Sharknado, Batman. All right, thanks. Peace out, people.
Peace.
Adios. Fuck you.